Any more questions? Do you have an opinion? Last week's speaker was on open carry in Arkansas. And I'll just give you a little background. There's only about 7 states that don't allow some form of carrying a weapon openly. And one of the things that was one of the hallmark cries of this bill was, we don't want to go to church and sit next to someone who has a weapon on. And I know this is a new and radical idea to you too. You know, this is not the way we did things historically. But my goodness, what if somebody comes in the door of your church with a weapon and you've got law enforcement or other people there and they didn't bring their weapons because of some type of decorum or courtesy? And, you know, do you have any thoughts on whether people should be able to carry?
Yeah, definitely. Now, right now, the law says that you can't carry it in a post office, you can't carry it in a church, hospital, where else? Some other places. Where? Banks, yeah. And so I don't carry mine in there. I carry my concealed weapon. I don't have it with me tonight, but I carry it right there.
We're all friends. We got some guys back there that's packing anyway. So.
Well, but anyway, no, we need to have protection. Now, here's my thought on that. If you go into that church and they have a sign up there and you go in and get shot, they're responsible for you.
I got you.
That's my opinion. And if they're going to say you don't need a gun here, that means you're protected. I'm going to protect you, and they better stick with it.
Well, but from our organizational standpoint, I think I can speak for us in saying that what we found out and what we learned was that this was a right that we had secured under the Constitution, and then our state took it away from us, the right to carry these weapons. But we feel like also that a church is private property. And with private property, they should be able to be the master of their property. And if they don't want you carrying guns, then they can say, you know, we're post a sign. But if they don't, then it goes back to our constitutional rights. So.
Okay. What you're saying is really true. Now listen to this, y'all. Years ago, when people went to church, they carried their rifles. They carried them, and these old churches had these big square posts out in front, and with a tower, a watchtower up at the top. They had guards up there watching. Yeah, that's what they were for, protect the church, and from Indians and from other people who might attack them. So, from the get-go, guns were allowed in church, and they were handling them okay. I don't see a reason why we couldn't do it today.
Okay.
But I think that you need to be careful to be sure. We don't want some lunatic in there with a handgun license and going wild, but I mean, there has to be some caution. But back in those days, I bet if there's anybody like that, he got set down pretty quick.
I understand. Okay. Questions for Dr. Cooper? Yes, sir.
What organization was that you said? What organization you said? You said that there was 40 lawyers or whatever to handle preachers that had any problems.
Legal Liberty Institute, and this is composed of volunteers, and there's 40 attorneys on this list, and they do nothing but they protect you, and they will, if a pastor gets in trouble on something like this, they protect him free. All of the things, the constitutional changes come out. There's a paper comes out on this. If you're not on the, you ought to get on the webpage because I keep every one of them. Because they go to Congress and they go to Supreme Court and they fight these cases and they win. And if it was not for those guys, we would be in awful shape on a lot of the cases that have been brought before the Supreme Court.
Okay.
But these guys are good, by the way. And I got to tell you one quick story. The pastor of the First Baptist Church over in it's not McKinney, but it's Plano there, right by I can't think of where it's at. I forget the street. But anyway. I was in a visit with him one day, and I mentioned this guy's name. He said, well, I'll tell you what, I don't think much of him. And I said, well, I don't know why. And I went away thinking, buddy, as soon as you say something you're not supposed to in church and you get labeled on it, y'all familiar with the hate crime, aren't you? Right? It's still on the books. Now, the only thing I know that Ralph did in recent times that wasn't good was vote for the hate crime bill. But he voted for that, and it's not off the books yet. We got to get it cleaned off there somehow. The hate crime bill will get your pastor sooner or later, and they'll start with the big pastors, and then they'll trickle down. And sooner or later, if your pastor said something contrary, they will get you because the hate crime bill is really, they're just waiting for something to happen to jump on us and get us.
Is there any other questions? Okay, I want to thank Dr. Cooper for his time today. Let's give him a big hand. Thank you.
I want to thank Shad for coming over here tonight and putting this thing on YouTube. And Chad, it'll be on hopkinscountygop.org, right? So go to hopkinscountygop.org and look underneath the appropriate place there. And in about a week or so, he'll have this on there. Well, you guys ought to come up here so we can see who you are.
Yeah, we
Richard,
need a picture too.
you need.
Everybody wants in the picture. We got
Yeah, come on up here, would y'all? So everybody can see who are the Miller County Patriots.
Here's my card.
Okay, come on down. Come on.
Yeah, you guys come on. Listen, you're already known. You're not going to hide from nobody because they know who you are, and that's right. They know, and they know you're doing a good job, and that something comes up in the legislature, you're going to be speaking about it.
Everybody hug
And-
in here close. We're going to get Dr. Cooper on Facebook with all of us. How about that? Come on, you're on my side.
Y'all guys give you okay.
You got to get up front
Okay, there we go, Rich.
now. Okay,
Y'all ready?
we're ready.
Ready to grin?
Thank you.
I did something.
Okay, good. Did you take it to say save?
Save?
Yeah.
No, it says take.
Okay.
I pushed the button.
There you go. Let it drop.
By the way, Shad
There you
does
go.
this
Just
voluntarily.
took it in. All right, good.
Shad does this all voluntarily. He doesn't get a penny for it, by the way.
All right.
God bless y'all. Thank y'all for letting me be here tonight. I appreciate you.